Hi, Harold.
Oh, hello, hello. Yeah.
Miserable weather. Oh,
Oh, crazy. I was driving around today. It was nuts. Just
oh man.
nuts. It
Yeah,
was like
I
driving
know.
through a lake. How you feel?
Coming along, coming along. It's a
Okay.
slow process. I don't know. I was speaking to a doctor friend. He
Yeah.
says like it's a lot of people have this influenza type thing,
Uh,
and it's just not clearing itself. I don't
wow.
know.
So what can you do? Just chicken soup?
Scotch.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That works.
Where are we at?
We ended up 57A1. That's where we're gonna start.
7, 8. Okay.
Hello, Abe.
Hello, Mario. How are you?
Good. You're back from your trip?
I am. I am in and
How do
out.
you how do you feel?
Better, better.
Okay,
Every
that's good.
every day better.
Good.
Uh,
Hi, Harold.
how are you?
You got the message I put yesterday in the Zurba, right?
What was that? I'm sorry.
You got the message I put in the Zurba yesterday
I don't think I saw yesterday in Sorba. Let me go check.
about Saul's sister.
Oh yeah. I knew that. Yeah.
I was thinking I met her 50 years ago or 48 years ago.
I used to see her at bingo. I used to see her.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
she wasn't married.
I don't think so. I don't think she was ever married.
Uh, she was very nice, I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah. That bingo, that was, I had to throw my clothes away. It was unbelievable. That stink.
Yeah, and I was at the back in the cage all the time.
Oh, was there, did you get the smoke back there too?
No,
No, on the
I
floor.
always used to smoke, so for me it wasn't a problem. But we were counting money
Oh,
all day long,
did the school make money on that?
a little bit, not a lot.
Not a lot. There's a lot of work.
Yeah, but money came in, but not gigantic amounts. Well, we had expensive. We had to see those fat women that were playing. Remember,
They
that
were
was
huge. They were huge. With those markers, like 20.
no, but that was part of the secret of bingo to keep them sitting and eating
Yeah,
and
that yeah,
playing.
just keep playing more and more games.
Yeah.
telling you they were addicts. They're addicted to gambling.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And don't, Harold,
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
don't forget, Park Area was getting a nice rent for that room.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Otherwise, we're sitting empty. That's They made it's.
yeah.
I'm sure they were happy.
And we were not the only ones with the bingo.
There are other schools
We
did
had
bingo.
2 times a week, I think Mondays and Thursdays.
So the room was being used the whole week by other organizations. Oh, wow.
Different schools. And I think the guy who brought the idea and the bingo organization also collected money, you know. 47.
No, we're on Nun Zion, 57.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying, there's another Baraisa that learns the Sheva Mitzvah B'nai Noach from a different pasuk. Avodah Zarah v'Gilui Harois T'chsiv V'Tishaches Ha'aretz Lifnei Elohim, that the earth is destroyed. V'Tanav Rabbi Shmuel B'chol Makom Shenemar Hashchasa, the language of Hashchasa, Eino Elad Dvar Erva Avodah Zarah, refers to immorality, sexual, and Avodah Zarah. Dvar Erva Shnemar Ki Yishchis Kol Basar Es Darko Al Haaretz. That refers to sexual immorality. Avodah Zarah T'chsiv Pen Tashchisun V'Asisem Pesel Tmunas Kol Sameh, which refers to Avodah Zarah. We're on Nun Zion, 57 Amud Aleph. We just started.
Thank you.
V'idich, what does the other Manda Omer who learns it from the pasuk of Vayitzav Hashem? Or Chaydik Magali, he's telling us on what Aveira the Dor HaMabul was judged on, but not that it's a mitzvah of Bnei Noach. Shrichus damim d'chsiv shofech dam ha'adam, ha'adam damo yishafech. V'idich katlayu d'kamagali. This is the punishment if they sin. What is their punishment when they sin? They sin, they get Be'ezer Misa V'Misam. The tzivu is from Vayitzav, but this is the Misa that they get if they violate the Bnei Noah. What about Gezel? The Chsiv Ki Yerek Esev, Nasati Lachem Eskol. So grass or vegetables that grow wildly is hefker. Anybody can eat it. Bamrav Levi Ki Yerek Esev Eloi Ki Yerek Gina. But vegetables that are planted in a private garden, you may not take. So that's the Isra of Gezel. So that pasuk came to say that just like you can eat grass, you can eat meat. It was the heter to eat meat. Don't eat the meat with its blood. That only an animal that the basar and the dam are different is her nisr veiver menachai. But shrotzim, there is no difference between basar and dam. So a kosher sheretz, there are kosher shrotzim. The Sfardim some of the Sfardim had a Masorah, which shrotzim were permitted. There you could tear off a limb and eat it. There was no Eivrim and Achai by Sheretz. Excuse me. Sirus, the law against castration. And if you do something against pru or vu, that's going to be a lav. It's not, it's just humanity was blessed to have children, but not that there's no lav there. Each species reproduces with its own kind. That's just for general society. It's better that way, but it's not like there's a nisr. Rav Yosef. Amri ben Rav al Sholish mitzvahs ben Noag Nerag. 3 of the 7 mitzvahs, if the ben Noach violates it, he's put to death. Gesher Simin, Gilo Arayos, Shvichus Dami, Birchas Hashem. Maskiv Lord Shesh Bishma, Shvichus Dami, Shemechtav Adam. Adam Damoy Shafech. So the punishment is there. Elahanach ben Aluhu, what Gilo Arayos and Birchas Hashem, where's the source that they get killed? You should, if you're going to learn from the pasuk, then all 7 should have the death penalty. So avodah zarah nami yisrabi mi ish ish. So Rav says on 4 of the mitzvahs that a ben noach violates that he gets killed. Afraid to go avodah zarah ben noach nerag vatanya. B'avodah zarah dvarim shein beis den yisrael mismalein. On avodah zarah, the things that a bezdin of Yisrael put Jews to death, ben noach muzra. But that's only muzra azara in misalo. Their lav, anytime they're forbidden to do something, if they violate it, they get misa. And therefore, Ravuna v'kulut taminid Ravami al sheva mitzvos ben noach nerag. And that's how we paskin. All Sheva mitzvahs, if they violate it, they're killed. The Torah revealed it for one of them, and we learn it on all of them. For thievery, a ben noach is killed vatanya. Ala gazel. In that category is Ganav v'Gazal. If he stole as a Ganav, which is like secretly, or stole openly, V'chein Yifas Toar. If you take a woman, a captive woman b'milchama, so a Nochri b'Nochri, a non-Jew doing any of these things to a non-Jew, or a Nochri b'Yisrael, those are Asr. Those are prohibited. Yisrael b'Nochri mutter, but these things are permitted by a Jew with a Goy. You can steal from them, you can have Yifas Torah with them. Now, Issa, if it's correct that a ben noach is killed for gezel, nisni chayiv. It shouldn't say osir. Osir implies potter of a osir. And or osir means just a lav milvad, not that they're killed. So the Gemara answers mishum de kabol misni seifa, because the seifa had to say Yisrael ben nochri mutter. It's mutter v'osir, right? Tanaresha osir, which is the opposite of mutter. If it would be chayiv and potter, potter would imply that it's not mutter l'chatchila, but really it is mutter l'chatchila. V'ha kol hechad islei chiyuvim misnikatoni. So wherever there's a death penalty by the ben noach, it's been stated clearly. Al shvichas damim. You can't say that in other places they didn't use the word chayiv. They did, because the Brisa says Al shvichas damim nachri b'nachri v'nachri b'Yisrael. If a goy kills another goy or a goy kills a Jew, chayiv. Yisrael b'nachri potter. So there is a lashon of chiyuv. Hasam hechi lisni. What would you say? Lisni asar mutter. That would imply that a Jew is permitted to kill a goy, lechatchila, but that's not so. V'atanya nochri v'roi be'medaka. A non-Jew and a shepherd of a Jew who's a shepherd of goats and sheep, that they're gazlanim, the din is lo malin v'lo maridin. You don't push them down into a pit to die there, but if they fall into the pit, you don't bring them out of there, lo maridin. So you're not allowed to, with your yadayim, kill a non-Jew. Then the Tosefta said that the gezel of a nochri is v'chayotze behen, and other cases. What are these other cases that are like gezel? Amar Vacha bar Yaakov le'nitzruch elapol b'kerem. A worker in a vineyard that eats some of the fruits, which is like gezel, and a nochri can't do that. Frag the Gemara pol b'kerem emes. What are we talking about? I b'shas k'mar malacha, when you're harvesting, heteruhu. Even a Yisrael is allowed when you're harvesting to eat something. If it's not by the Shas Malacha Gezel Mayu, then what do you mean with Chayotze Ben? It's real Gezel. A Jew, if he steals less than a Shava Pruta, it's not considered Gezel. But for a Nachri, it's considered Gezel. We say Nachri be Yisrael Osir. It says, if a goy steals from Yisrael, it's prohibited. But less than a Shabbat Pruta, Abra Mechiluhu. He can be moichel. It's not considered anything. Why should it be considered gezel? Yeah, yes, after the fact, he could be moichel. But at the time it's taken from him, the Jew has tsar. So the goy is punished. Now, if we're talking about less than Shabbat Pruta, we said Nachri, but Nachri, a non-Jew stealing from another non-Jew, and Kayotzaben, Kivin de Lavne Mechilinu. So they can't be Moichel. So regarding them, it's Gezel Malyu. It's not Kayotzaben, it's Mamish Gezel. So on Ravacha Bred Ravika Lunitzchel Kovesh Schar Sochir. You hired a worker, you didn't pay him. Nachri b'Nachri Yisrael Aser. But Yisrael b'Nachri Mutter, a Jew who hires a goy and doesn't pay him, it's permitted. Now, Kayotze, regarding Yefas Tor, what was this Kayotze ben by Yefas Tor? What's the similar Isser? Kiyasa Rav Dimi, when Rav Dimi came from Eretz Yisrael, Omar b'Shem Rav Eliezer Rav Chanina, Ben Noach sheyichid shivcha la'avdo. A Ben Noach had an Eved, and he gave the Eved a shivcha to be like his wife. And then the Ben Noach ba'aleh, he has relations with the shivcha neragaleh. Now, even though he owns the shivcha, it's not a wife to the Eved. There's no issues. But yichud enough, designating her for his mate, makes it like ki'ishto. And then the kiyotzebo, that's the kiyotzebo regarding Ifas Toyer. Now the kiyotzebo of shvichas damim is lo tanya. We don't have an example of that. So Amr Abayi Mishkachas, the Tanya, if you're going to find it, I'll tell you where to find it. Rav Yonasan ben Shaul, because Rav Yonasan ben Shaul Omer, Reuven runs after Shimon with a knife to kill him. Shimon could turn around and shoot the guy in the leg, stop him from chasing him. He doesn't have to necessarily kill him. V'lo hitzil, and he killed the guy rather than killing him be'echad me'mevorav, neragalam. We have this in Navi by Yoav, right? And there was a whole debate with Avner. Why did Avner kill him? He could have killed him be'echad me'vorov. So that comes from this Gemara. Ashkach, Rav Yaakov Barach Adav Ksiv b'Sefer Agadat Beirav. Rav Yaakov found in the Agadat Beirav Ben Noach Nerag b'Dainech. You don't need a Ben Noach can be put to death with one judge. Ube'ed with one witness. You don't need two witnesses. And Shalom Basra, there's no warning needed. However, mipi'ish v'lo mipi'isha. The aid has to be a man. Vafilu korov, but it could be a relative. They're not; these things are not permitted in Jewish court, but they're permitted against the ben noach. Mishum Rabbi Shmuel Amru, afala ubrim. In contradistinction to a Jew who does an abortion and kills a fetus, a nochri who kills a fetus is put to death for it. Menonimili, Amar Rav Yehuda Amar Kra, va'achas timchem lenafsho sechem edrosh, miyad kol chay edroshenu, umiyad adam miyad ish achtiv edrosh es nefesh adam. Edrosh is lashon yochid, so afilu b'dayin echad. So that teaches me even with one judge. Miyad kol chaya, afilu shelo basra, even without warning. Because a chaya, you can't warn a chaya. Edrishenu miyad adam, afilu beit echad, even one person. Miyad ish, one second. Susie, could you tell the person who's there, I don't know who's there, that I can't come to the door and I'm teaching?
Okay.
Thank you.
Ernie, let me
Yes.
just ask you a kasha. It's when it says that over there, Achala Burim, and even on the fetuses, he's chayav if he kills them, right? We learned it before. I'm just thinking about that. Would that mean that basically a fetus is considered like a human being? Would we say that it's
Not in Jewish law.
I understand, but how can you it's halakim that you'll kill this ben Noach because he killed a fetus? If we don't believe that a fetus,
Because we're going to learn it from a pasuk. We're going to get there.
okay,
Let's get to the pasuk that gives the source for that. So edrishenu miyad adam, afilu beit echad, miyad ish, v'lo miyad isha. The aid cannot be a woman. Achiv, afilu korov, even a relative. Mishum Rabbi Shmuel amru, afala ubrim. My time at Rabbi Shmuel. By the way, we paskin like Rabbi Shmuel, that a ben noach is killed for killing an uber, based on this din of Rabbi Shmuel. Shofech dam ha'adam, ba'adam damo yishafech. So who is the adam ba'adam? Ezeu adam shu ba'adam, that's an uber, zeu uber shemeimo. And these laws were given to ben Noach. This pasuk was written in Parshas Bereshis, Parshas Noach, right? When there was only Bnei Noach. The laws changed when we got it B'Sinai. It remains for Ben Noach, but for a Jew, prior to 40 days, not after, even there's no, the Rav Moshe Feinstein was very machmir on, but a Jewish court cannot put a Jew to death for killing an Uber. But a court would kill a Ben Noach for killing an Uber. Tana Kama that does not accept Rabbi Shmuel, Tana Dvei Menashe, who, Damar Kol Mitzvah Amur L'Bnei Noach, Eino El Chenek. Normally we say that when you kill a Ben Noach, you kill it with sayef, with sword. But Menashe says that the mitzvah but a Ben Noach is chenek. V'shari lehai ba'adam ha'sefer dekra. This Adam ba'adam, he doesn't darshan it. He darshans it differently. With Drosh Be'achim. Ba'adam damoy shafech. What kind of death? Ezeu shvichas damim shel adam shehu begufa shel adam. When you choke somebody, his blood doesn't come out. His blood stays inside. Aviyom is rechenek. So the Benashe learns that pasuk not to teach you that you're chai for an uber, but that the misa for Ben Noach is chenek. Masif Rav Hanuna. The isha lo mifkeda. What, a woman Ben Noach is not commanded regarding the dinim vaksiv. When Avram Avinu was a Ben Noach, it says, Ki dativ, l'man asher tzaves banaves beiso acharav. So you command the sons and the daughters. V'shamru derech Hashem lasot tzedakah mishpat. So even the daughters were in the tzivui of asiyas mishpat. So who moisif love umufar? He asked the question, he answered it. As Banav, Avram commanded to make din. But Beito, meaning the Benos, the Banos, is tzedakah. But they're not connected to din. Amar Rav Avya Savil Rav Papa. Ema Bas Noag Shahar Galot Harik. So if a girl Ben Noach kills, she's not going to be put to death because miyad ish v'lo miyad ish aksiv. So Amar La'achem Rav Yehuda Shofech Dama Adam without any details Mikol Makom. Whether you kill a man, whether you kill a woman, and whoever does the killing, it's prohibited. So Ema Bas Noach Shezin Salot Harik. A Bas Noach who commits adultery should not be killed. Because it says on Ken Yazov Ish es Avi Vesimo v'Davak v'ish Tavayilach Basar Echad Ish v'lo Isha Hachyam Rav Yehuda Vayilu Basar Echad Hadar Avinu Kra. The Torah put it back together. So the woman Ben Noach is killed just like the man. Ton Rabbanon says Ish El Kol She'er Psaro, any relative Lo Sikravu L'Galo Serva. Don't reveal their nakedness. Now what's this Ish? It's just Ish. Ish, matam adamer ish. L'rabbi says anochrim, shemuzorn al arayis kisrael. Even the prohibited relations that a Jew is obligated to avoid, the Ben Noach is too. I'll give you another pasuk. Vayitzav Hashem Lamor. We said Lamor is Gilui Arayis. The Hasam Barayis Tidu. Those are their prohibited relations. Mother, daughter, sister. For example, in-laws, normally Ben Noach is not B'chuyivin. But now we say, Hacha Barayis Tidon. If a Nachri has relations with a Jewish woman who's married al Pidina Yisrael, he's punished for that. Diktani Seifa, Balarais Yisrael Nidin B'dina Yisrael. If he has relations with some prohibited relationship among the Jews, he's judged according to Dina Yisrael. Dina Yisrael means he needs Sanhedrin, he needs two Eidim, right? You need a Bezdin, and you need Eidim, Ba'asra. So Migra Gara? So I don't understand. If he committed adultery with a goy, another non-Jew, you wouldn't need all of this. And now that he committed adultery with a Jewish, we're not chayiv him unless all of these various tanoim. It seems strange. El Rav Nachman, El Rav Yochanan, lo nitzchah lo nara mo'irasa. The only example where you need Sanhedrin and Eidim and Asra is a 12-year-old girl who's given Kiddushin. Diladidu Leslu. They don't have, B'nai Noach have no concepts of Kiddushin and Nisuin. They only have Nisuin. The Daidina and Bedina Dida. There we need all of our Eidim and Asra, etc. If he had relations with Arusa Bas Yisrael. But the other cases, no. So what? Aval. If he had relations, Alei Shasish alone. Bedina Didu Danina Lu? Do we just use their courts? Vatanya. Bo'al Nara Mariosa. Nidun Beskila. If he has relations with an Amras, he gets Skila. Bo'al Leishasish Nidun Bechenek. Now, Chenek is the Jewish punishment. Ibedina Didu is Besayifu. Ben Noachs are killed with a sword. Amrav Nachbar Yitzchak, my Eshasish Diktani, is a special case. But lo nivala. So according to Jewish law, she's in the Nesua. But according to Goyish law, if she hasn't really mamish lived with the husband, she's not a wife yet. But according to Dina Yisrael, she's a Nesua. Diladidu Leslahu. There's no status of a wife at that point. It's not called an Isha. So therefore, Dainin and Luhu Bedina Didon. We use our court system, where in that case, he would be killed with Chenek. Because Rav Chanina learns, Be'ulas Baal, Yesh Lehem. They have a concept of a wife who's had relations with her husband. That's a Bulas Baal, that's Neshes Ish. They don't have that concept. Tani Kavos say to Rav Yochanan, any prohibited relation that Beis Din of Klal Yisrael will kill for, Ben Noach Muzrala. Ben Noach's are command, there is a love for them. So, for example, Chayve Krisus, the various prohibited relations we only get chorus, but not misa, like achoisoy, or achos aviv, v'achos imo, v'eishes achiv, v'eishes achi aviv, v'achos ishto. All of those, which does not have capital punishment, they are not prohibited from living with. Ein ben noch muzrala. But that's the Reb Meir. The Chachamim harbe arais yesh she'ein beis din she'etzro memisnalein. There are a lot of prohibited relations that the Jewish courts will not kill for, but a ben noach muzrala. So the Chachamim argue. So if a ben noach has relations with a nar-moy rasa, he gets skila. And if he has relations with an Eshes Ish, a Jewish Eshes Ish, even one that only went into the chuppah, below nivala, he's also killed with chenek. Chachamim oimim harbe arais yeshin based in Yisroel Misnalim, but still ben noach muzracholav. Baal arais Yisrael nidin bedinei Yisrael. If he has relations with one of the Jewish ariases, he's treated bedinei Yisrael. Baal arais ben noach nidin bedinei ben noach. V'anu ein lanu. We don't have an example of arais Yisrael except Nara Marasa Bilvad, like Rabbi Yochanan learned. I v'nechshav nami nichnas al chuppah v'loy nivela. Hai tana tana b'nei menashu. Dormer kol misra mulav b'nei noach enu ala chenek. So Nisha Yisraelis l'chuppah is done b'chenek. And I divide cheneku. There's no difference in that case between their din and our din. The Savar of Meir Kol Ever Shebezin Sheisrom Misla Benoch Mozrolav, is that so? Ba'atanya, and we're going to learn the din about Ger. But we'll learn that tomorrow.
What time tomorrow?
3:30.
Okay.
Okay.